Pues señores, empieza la Gamescome. El volumen es enano, o sea, voy a subirlo del OBS, porque aquí de Twitch lo tengo hasta arriba y no lo suben, ¿eh? Voy a subirlo un poco porque joder, ¿eh? Y son 2 horas de opening de Gamescom. Vamos a ver lo que dicen. Vamos a ver lo que dicen.
And debut the story trailer for Far Cry 6. Plus, we're going to find out who's in that super monkey ball and so much more we can't tell you about just yet. Plus, the multi-talented Lindsay Sterling will join us to perform one of the themes from Bandai Namco's upcoming Tales of Arise. Now, all told, more than 40 games will be showcased, from the biggest ones in the world to smaller independent titles, including one game made by a single developer. I love putting together these shows, and I hope more than anything you walk away excited about the future
No
of
esperéis
games,
gran
no
cosa
matter
de
where
título
or
grande,
how
¿eh?
you play.
En plan de
Now,
cosas que no
before
se ha
we
visto
start, I
todavía.
just want to give a special
Yo tengo
hello
esperanzas de
to
Elden Ring
everyone
demo,
in
por favor.
Germany, home of Gamescom. We really hope to see you in person in 2022. But now it's time to get on with the show. And we're starting with the global announcement of a new game.
Tacos Rush. Van a sacar 40 juegos. En 2 horas, ¿eh?
And I got the dealer. Nina, they're heading your way. They're here.
You should have eyes on the merchandise.
I sure do.
Was that a gunshot?
Yeah, they shot the dealer.
That is so unprofessional.
Esto es Saint Row.
There's a lot of them. Can we do this?
Sí, este es el Saint Row. Se filtró y demás.
Yeah, let's do it.
A mí me gustó, pero ni fu ni fa, ¿sabes lo que quiero decir? Este es el Saint Row, sí, segurísimo. Ya se filtró y se sabía.
Hey guys, what you got in the... Oh, stolen Marshall MDI-101 M9 multi-rocket shoulder launchers. Nice. My buddies and I have been looking all over town for those. Have you been hoarding? See, we need them for our startup. It's a criminal empire.
Pero yo creo que sea CGI, no en game, tío. Yo creo que lo hubieran matado, ¿eh? Tengo muchas ganas de jugarlo, la verdad.
Dad, you should buckle up.
Adiós. A ver, Saint Row siempre ha sido muy súper exagerado y muy tonto.
Kevin!
La gente lo sabe que es lo bueno. Pues yo sería in-game, vale.
Asshole! Get the fuck away from my friends.
Pero eso es que te lo pasas muy bien jugando estos juegos. Da Saint Row. Tengo ganas de jugarlo. Joder, 25 de febrero. Ya tenemos cita, ¿eh? Self-made Saints Row.
There you go, the next Saints Row. And joining me now is one of the stars of Saints Row, Bryce Charles. Bryce, welcome to Opening Night Live.
Thanks for having me.
This is an exciting announcement. We just want to know, what can you tell us about the new Saints Row? We see you there behind us, right? Your character. Yes.
Well, before I get into all that, I have to say I am just so excited to be here, and I am incredibly proud and honored to be a part of this game and to work with the Volition team. And speaking of Volition, and getting back to your question, I can tell you that Volition took a really fresh approach to Saints Row this time around. I think it's evident by that awesome trailer that they went back to the drawing board and essentially created everything from scratch. We got new characters, new city, new gangs to take on, the whole deal. So I play the boss. That's the character that the player becomes. And the boss, along with their 3 friends, Nina, Kevin, and Eli, the whole group right there, they go on this wild ride to create their own criminal empire, to be self-made. That's their
No por
whole
nada, pero
mantra, right?
la acabo de
Basically,
apuntar en la
it's
lista de que me
all
voy a comprar,
about
¿eh?
earning your own success.
You mentioned the
Saints
city.
Row,
We see it behind us.
25
Tell
de
us a bit
febrero.
about this city. Where is it? What is it?
Well, Volition created this brand new, super vibrant, awesome fictional city called Santo Ileso. It's set in the American Southwest, and this city is just absolutely riddled with violence and crime, and you're thrown right in the thick of it, right off the bat, driving, shooting, fighting, you know, just hustling your way to the top, whichever way you choose. And it's really looking like Santo Ileso is the biggest and best Saints Row playground that they've ever created. It's really awesome.
You mentioned all the activity in the city. Obviously, we have to ask about gangs, rivals. What can you tell us about the action in the city?
Right. Well, we have 3 main gangs, and they already have a really strong hold over Santo Ileso. And one of them, Los Panteros, you actually saw in the trailer just then. And all of the gangs are incredibly dangerous, but that goes without saying, right? And they're really strong, and they're all really different from one another in interesting ways. They're all unique from one another. And the point is, which I think everyone can guess, you gotta fight them and defeat them all to reach your goals.
Well, we are excited to learn more
Me
about
mola
this game. I think
muchísimo.
I'm saying everything that everyone online is saying. It's like, but we want to see the game.
Yes.
Bryce, you got anything more for us?
Yes, I actually do. I've got another exclusive for y'all. You know, got to keep everybody hyped for this reboot. So I got a little taste of what the game actually looks like. So buckle up and get ready for another wild ride with Saints
Por
Row.
favor, gameplay.
Amazing. Bryce Charles,
Quiero
thank you so
verlo,
much for
por
joining
favor.
us. Here it is,
Y me ha
a
dejado
little
muy,
sneak
muy
preview of
guapo.
the
¿Eh? Está
gameplay
aquí
of
una
Saints Row.
libreta con la lista para lo que sale
This is where
apuntarlo.
all our dreams come true.
Me quiero gameplay, tío. World Premiere. Ya está.
And now it's
Joder,
time
tío.
for another brand new game announcement.
Yo quiero un gameplay guapo, coño.
First, they conquered humanity's greatest evil. And
¿Otra
she
vez
laid
esto?
rest.
La canción de Metallica.
That day
Toma.
were
Lo
stripes
siento,
of the
pero
Dust,
el audio para afuera, ¿eh?
and she lay in rest.
Sí, me lo van a reclamar, pero que vas a flipar.
If you'd be so kind.
Lo siento, pero me lo van a reclamar, así que lo siento. Eso no puedo, ¿eh? Metallica está hasta arriba. Es que me lo reclaman, ¿eh? Lo siento, cuando acabe lo pongo. Está bien. Se tiene que mutear porque Metallica te revienta la cabeza. ¿Qué coño hace Blade aquí? Antes ya toqué que en Marvel, ¿eh? Joder. Han casi a todo el mundo para que todo el mundo salga, ¿eh? Esa no sé quién es. ¿Esta quién es? Yo juraría que es una expansión de los Vengadores, pero creo que es un juego diferente. El equipo tocho, ¿eh? Midnight Suns. Vale, ya hago. Midnight Suns, no sé lo que es. Firaxis haciendo esto. ¿Desde cuándo? En marzo de 2022. Vale. El World Gameplay el 1 de septiembre. Hostia, qué guapo el perro.
There you go. The next Marvel game has been revealed, and joining us now to tell us a bit more about Midnight Suns is Jake Solomon from Firaxis. Hey, Jake, thank you so much for joining us here on ONL. Now, we saw a lot of characters in that trailer from Marvel, as well as some new faces. Who was that character being resurrected, and how does that tie into this game?
Thank you, Jeff, and we're very excited to finally be able to talk about this. That character that you saw resurrected is the Hunter. That's an entirely new superhero that we designed with Marvel to be fully customizable, so the player can put themselves into Midnight Suns and lead all those heroes you saw up against the ultimate evil in our universe, which is Lilith, the mother of demons.
I love you made a new superhero. Now, many fans are familiar with your work on the XCOM franchise, so I'm curious, everyone wants to know, what's the style of gameplay? What kind of game is this?
Midnight Suns is a tactics RPG, so you're not just fighting alongside all these legends of the Marvel Universe that we all know and love.
Un juego táctico RPG. O sea, un XCOM, ¿no? Literalmente, un XCOM.
Are as important as the items and the abilities that you bring into combat. And we are really excited to show gameplay on September 1st.
Y táctico, ¿eh?
With the game
Solo nos
coming
vamos
out
perdiendo.
March 2022.
1 de septiembre, gameplay reveal. ¿Está en el puesto antes?
Well, thank you, Jeff, for having us on Opening Night Live.
To hear more from Jake, check out IGN's post-show and the gameplay reveal on September 1st. Now, last week, Call of Duty Vanguard was announced for release on November 5th. And this weekend, the PlayStation Alpha will be live with the Champion Hill mode. But now it's time to get the first ever look at the campaign in action. And to do that, we are joined by Dave Swenson from Sledgehammer Games and Laura Bailey, one of the stars of the show, and the winner last year of Best Performance at the Game Awards. Great to have you guys with us.
No que soy fanático de Call of Duty, pero joder,
gameplay. But first, Dave, you guys did Call of Duty World War II
Noviembre.
2017 at Sledgehammer. Now you're going back to WW2. How is Vanguard different than what you did before?
First of all, I gotta say it's awesome to be here. So thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
And it's also like it's super, thrilling to be able to
5 de
represent the
noviembre.
team behind Vanguard. So Vanguard is a totally new take on World War II. World War II is known for huge, epic battles on big battlefields. And those happen not only in the Western Front, but also in the Eastern Front, in the Pacific, in North Africa. And in Vanguard, you're going to be able to go to all of those locations and play in all those locations. But for the team, something that resonated even more with us were the real stories of the real people who fought in World War II. So these are diverse people from all around the globe. And I don't know, there's something very inspiring about these true stories. Now, some of the most interesting people that we discovered in our research were those men and women who were part of the original Special Forces teams. And so Call of Duty Vanguard is going to tell their story, tell the story of the birth of Special Forces.
Well, Laura, we saw
No me compró ni el Cold War. Pues este, no sé yo si me compraré de salida, ¿eh? El Cold War ni lo tengo, ¿sabes?
It ties into what Dave's talking about. Tell us about your character, Paulina Petrova.
Yes, I am thrilled to be in my first Call of Duty game. It's crazy because there's not, a lot of female roles in media about
Paulina.
historical war for obvious reasons. And that's one of the things that struck me about Paulina, and when I started researching for the role, was how many women were actually in the Soviet Army in World War II. There were tank operators and there were fighter pilots, and some of them, like Paulina, were snipers. And so it's just really cool to get to play a character that pays homage to someone like Lyudmila Pavlichenko, who is and was one of the deadliest snipers of all time.
All right. Well, I love that you guys take the reality, but obviously put the Call of Duty spin on it. Let's talk a bit about what you guys are going to show today. I know, Treyarch's working on zombies. You guys are working on an awesome campaign. We saw some multiplayer this weekend, but now we're going to do kind of a full level playthrough of a bunch of stuff in the game. What are we about to see here today?
That's right. So as I mentioned earlier, the Vanguard campaign is telling the story of the birth of Special Forces. And that leads right into multiplayer. On day one, there's going to be 20 maps so that people can go in and play their favorite Special Forces operators, one of which is Polina Petrova.
There you go.
And so what we're going to show
20
today,
mapas
we're
el
really
día uno.
excited to show. This is
Cojones
gameplay.
con
This was
Dios.
captured
Eso no lo hemos
in-engine,
visto en el Call of Duty
and
ni en
we're
la
gonna
puta
show,
vida.
Polina's story. Now, the Vanguard campaign starts with the team, Polina Petrova and her team, on their first Special Forces mission going into Berlin right at the end of the war in April of 1945. But this wasn't the start of the war for Polina. Polina started the war as a nurse on the Eastern Front. And so what we're going to see right now is Stalingrad. We're going to see Polina in Stalingrad and view her experience when Stalingrad was invaded by the Germans.
Laura, any setup here for what point in Paulina's life or character arc we're going to see?
Yeah, I mean, at the start of the game, you really see her as
Yeah.
a badass. She's no nonsense. Nothing rattles her, and that's not an act. She's seen it all. She's looked the devil in the eye and said, "I'm coming for you." And in this level, you really get to see what makes her become that way. She's bright and almost innocent in her outlook, and shit happens.
Oh, all right. Well, it's about to happen right here. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We are now going to get this extended look at Call of Duty Vanguard. Enjoy.
A ver, está guapo, pero en Call of Duty. Vuelve a casa. Pero esto no tiene pinta de Call of Duty, ¿eh? A mí me dejan de tonterías. Sí, esto es gameplay. Oye, ¿y las hepásticas dónde están? ¿Alguien me lo explica? Esto es in-game de cabeza. Que si tienes el punto, tienes todo lo que tienes que tener, así que esto es... Loco, me está flipando, ¿eh? A ver, hay partes destructibles, lo dijeron, pero... será muy poco, no creo que haya... La escalada mola, ¿eh? Oye, pues me está gustando lo que veo, ¿eh? Puede matar a los invasores. A los nazis no. Puede invasores. Porque los veis puede ser lo que sea. Porque ni esvásticas ni nada por el estilo. No son invasores, que son nazis, coño. Bueno, qué cosa más guapa esa, ¿no? Las armas me flipan, las cosas como son, ¿eh? Creo que ha fallado eso. No sé quién estará jugando, pero ha fallado unas cuantas ya. Es la Segunda Guerra Mundial. ¿Qué es lo que más había? Esvásticas, coño, ponlas, cojones. Están jugando en fácil porque, joder, cuando ha bajado eso me tenía que haber pillado seguro. Lo de escalada mola, ¿eh? Lo de la escalada me ha molado mucho. ¿Va a matar a este y lo van a pillar? Está viendo enfrente que se ha dado la vuelta. Ese salta del sigilo, ha dicho, nada por culo ya. Turrún, turrún. En una hora ha pasado todo eso. Estoy flipando ahora mismo. Esta parte creo que es el Stalingrado. Antes de que llegaran todos los nazis y demás. Me gusta, me gusta. Creo que este sí que me lo voy a comprar. De salida. Me gusta lo que veo, O sea, que es un Call of Duty, pero no tiene pinta de ser un Call of Duty. Si habéis jugado lo anterior de Call of Duty, No tiene, no tiene nada que ver con Call of Duty, ¿eh? El juego está bien hecho. Las cosas como son, para un Call of Duty está bien hecho. Gráficamente para ser un Call of Duty está muy bien hecho, ¿eh? Me está gustando muchísimo lo que estoy viendo, ¿eh? El 5 de noviembre va a caer, pero vaya. O sea, creo que va a caer, pero de cabeza. Call of Duty Vanguard. Sí, creo que va a caer de cabeza, ¿eh? Sí, sí.
Next up, a surprise for you guys. Halo Infinite. I had a lot of fun a few weeks ago in the first multiplayer
Halo
test,
Infinite.
which was a huge success.
Esto se
And
comentó
now, let's enter
que
the
iba a
world
salir
of
aquí
Halo Infinite's
porque ayer no salió
multiplayer.
en la de Xbox. Así que lo esperábamos. Y van a enseñar el multi, cuando ya ha habido una beta abierta. Tío, enséñame campaña, coño. Yo creo que al final solo sale online. Ya lo veréis.
To win. To be a Spartan.
En plan, lo que harán es que, a ver, salir va a salir. Lo que si verás tú que van a hacer es sacar multijugador y al tiempo sacarán la campaña. La meterán como parche o algo así a lo grande y ya está. Que segurísimo. Porque no han enseñado nada.
A Spartan is a symbol. Hope where there is none. In times of darkness, we are hope. And together, we are unstoppable. Candidates, are you ready? Yes, ma'am. I can't hear you. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Again. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Good. Who's first?
Yo creo que también proporcionalmente, ¿eh? Porque yo tengo entendido que vendían 2 metros y pico. Y tampoco hay tanta diferencia con esa mujer y ellos, la verdad. Pero bueno. Sí, va, Halo Infinite Multiplayer, es el online, no es así que campaña ni
Hi,
nada.
Joseph. How you doing?
Jeff, how you been? It's great to be with you in person.
Yes, thank you so much for coming down all the way from Seattle. I know
Yeah.
you guys are working very hard on the game,
Yep.
but you made the trek to Opening Night Live, and it means
Thank
a lot to us. What did we just see there?
So that was the introduction to Halo Infinite Multiplayer's first free-to-play season, where you'll meet Commander Agrinia, the leader of a whole new generation of Spartans. And Agrinia is a key character as you begin your own personal Spartan journey that will continue from season to season.
Well, it looks
Espérate.
great. Speaking of multiplayer, the test, you know, I was playing a couple weeks ago. Tons of fun. I know.
Oh, did you play?
Yes,
That's
and the
great.
team
Que
had
quiero ver la
I think,
fecha.
a lot of great
Si,
feedback
si
from
es
the
que
fans. It's
la
real.
fecha era ahora,
And I think
dentro de
everyone wants
nada,
to know
tío.
how is development going on the game.
Yeah, well, like you said, we started flighting our multiplayer earlier this month. And I gotta say, it was great to see the positive reaction and all the energy that came out of the test. And I just want to thank everybody for jumping in and playing. At the same time, we're putting the finishing touches on our most wide open and adventure-filled Halo campaign ever.
Yes.
And today, I would like to announce that Halo Infinite's campaign and multiplayer will launch together on December 8th this year.
December 8th, it's real.
There
Coming
it
this
is.
holiday, just as you
8
promised.
de
Well, I know you
diciembre.
and the team have been working so hard to land this. And
8 de diciembre se filtró, pero joder,
both becoming this
campaña
year
cojones,
it's
tío.
kind of an important year. It's the 20th anniversary
De una campaña en
of
condiciones,
Xbox and
tío.
Halo, right?
That's right. It's a big year. And for this 20th anniversary, we might have something a little special up our sleeves.
Oh, okay. Well, shall we take a look?
Why don't we?
Let's do it.
Get ready.
Vale, venga. Vale, este es el mando especial del juego. Que sí, que el mando está guapísimo. Pero mejor está el del orto. Pero yo quiero la campaña, por favor, ¿eh? Sí, que está muy guapo, no es coña. Pero
That's
tío,
some
campaña.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Jeff,
Yes.
it wouldn't be an anniversary celebration if we didn't do one more thing.
Oh, there's more.
Just one.
Okay, here's the last thing, I think. All right, Joe, thank you very much. Let's take
Thanks,
a look
Jeff.
at this.
This is Spartan 117. Can anyone hear me?
117.
We need to fight. Get ready.
¿Es la edición especial de la consola? No me jodáis, ¿eh? En la consola edición especial de Halo. Será muy guapa. Es preciosa. Es preciosa, es muy bonita, pero la campaña, hijos de puta.
Okay, next up, it's time for another brand new game announcement. An unholy but adorable union
Pues nada,
between
que no hay
developer
campaña.
Massive Monster and Devolver Digital. This roguelike action adventure is set in a super cute and undeniably dark world. Coming next year, here is the exclusive reveal of Cult of the Lamb.
World Premiere. Es una puta paranoia esto, ¿no? Muchas gracias. Los escenarios molan, ¿eh? Tiene pinta de estar guapo, ¿eh? Voy a jugar segurísimo. Perdón. Se ve guapísimo. Vamos a jugar seguro, ¿eh? Es como crear una secta, ¿no? Más o menos.
We love to show off games made by
Se ve
big
chulo.
teams on Opening Night Live and also small teams, like one person. This next game was
No
first
te
previewed
pares,
at
hombre.
GAMESCOME 2020, and now this single developer, a 30-year-old father in Poland, is back to show us an update on a really exciting game that caught my eye for its over-the-top action. It is coming next year to consoles, PC, and Xbox Game Pass. I hope you enjoy it. It's a little over the top, but it looks so fun. This is Midnight Fight Express.
Humble Games. Esto no me acuerdo, ¿eh? Esto no me acuerdo. No, ni de coña. No me acuerdo de esto. Teóricamente esto está hecho solo por una persona, ¿eh? Joder.
I got my pizza. I got my manhole. That must mean it's TMNT Shredder's Revenge time. Now, earlier this year, this game captured our imaginations and hearts with its reveal, bringing those righteous ninjas to PC and Nintendo Switch in 2022. Today, we've got the reveal of a new playable character, that's right, who is set for some action-packed combat against Foot Clan's devious soldiers, including the reveal of team attacks, watch for that, and yes, the ability to revive a turtle via strategic use of pizza. This year, I am happy to welcome Natasha Becker from Webedia as our co-host, who will be updating you on all things Gamescom, including the Gamescom Awards and what's in store for fans at Gamescom Digital. Take it away, Natasha.
Einen wunderschönen guten Abend aus Deutschland. Hello and greetings from Germany. I'm Natasha Becker and I'm super excited to be here hosting this show with you, Jeff, even though we are thousands of miles apart. Yes, Gamescom is once again a digital event, but that does not mean we can't have just as much fun as we would IRL in Cologne. To bring Gamescom to you, we have put together an awesome online program with lots of live streams, announcements, interactive elements, giveaways, and more. For our German viewers, my colleagues and I will be live on YouTube and Twitch on Thursday and Friday, 2 p.m. till 10 p.m. Central European Summertime, with loads of new and exciting stuff, interviews, gameplay demos, fun activities, games, trailers, and more. And for our entire international audience, there will be all of that, plus even more goodies and prizes to redeem on the Gamescom Now website. Just register on the Gamescom Now website and you can redeem all the free stuff, create your own schedule tailored to your interests, and participate in the Gamescom Epics quests that will unlock the vaults where we have hidden the really good prizes. The best thing about that? Both the Gamescom Now website and all live streams for Gamescom 2021 are completely free. But for now, let's see what else we've got in store for you today.
Can I Play That was founded to answer that very question for disabled players. And now, thanks to the hard work of game developers and disabled advocates, more and more the answer to that question is yes, you can. But there's still work to be done.
We specialise in accessibility coverage for reviews, features, news, but we don't just stop there.
Our workshops help studios expand their knowledge about accessibility and inclusivity in games and communities. Writers, community managers, and user researchers learn best practices for every aspect of their work.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Up next, a beloved Sega franchise celebrates 20 years of monkey magic when Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania launches on October 5th. As you've probably seen online,
Qué
there are
anuncio
some
más
great guest
útil, la madre
characters
que lo
in the
parió.
release, including Beat from Jet Set Radio, Sonic and Tails, and someone else who is set to join the Monkey Gang later this year. Check this out.
「
Okay, next up, a game started by 2 Stanford University students out of their dorm. This summer, their first release, Splitgate, started setting records with the open beta. More than 10 million downloads across PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Blending the best of arena shooters with the fun of Portals, tonight it's about to get even more interesting with the reveal of Season 0, which is dropping right now, with a new map, Carmen Station 3, the new Infection mode, and so much more. Check it out. And now, here's a brand new look at Riders Republic from Ubisoft.
Standing on the stage, got the whole place rocking. It's popping, no stopping. Standing on the station, hotel hopping.
Hey man, I've been hearing a lot about you. Displaying lots and lots of potential. Whew, I'm Suki, by the way. I spent years competing at the highest level. What I discovered is that there's so much more to the Republic than meets the eye. It's about adventure, exploration, and connecting with the outdoors on a whole new level. This place is called the Riders Ridge. It's the heart and soul of the Republic. Team up with friends, other riders, and compete against each other. Yep. It's up to you to prove your worth in the Republic. Take on sponsored events or pit yourself against other riders in the biggest, most competitive mass races. As the wins roll in, you'll attract bigger sponsors, better gear, and earn your spot among the best riders the Ridge community has to offer. I'd really like to introduce you to someone. This is Brett. He's kind of a big deal. Bike, ski, wingsuit, legendary status in all 3. He's always looking for riders who have the potential to become champions.
Okay, Sparky. If you can show me you've got what it takes, then I'm willing to give you a shot. It's now time for you to win more than gold.
Don't worry. We got your back. Now go get him.
The Riders Republic beta started a few days ago for a selection of registered players who challenged each other in this massive multiplayer outdoor sports playground. And we have some more news to share. I'm happy to announce that starting now until August 28th, the beta is open for everyone for free on PC and consoles. You're invited to join frantic 50-player mass races, compete in a variety of multiplayer modes, or to free roam an open world set within some of the most famous U.S. national parks. The game releases this fall on October 28th. To learn more, check out ridersrepublic.com. And now, let's check back in with Natasha.
Okay, let's get to our first award. There are a lot of great games coming to Xbox in the next few months, and we have narrowed it down to 3 very strong contenders. Which one of them will take the Gamescom award home tonight? The nominees for Best Microsoft Xbox Game are the action RPG Elden Ring by From Software, Ubisoft's first-person shooter Far Cry 6, the long-awaited Halo Infinite from 343 Industries. And the winner for Best Microsoft Xbox Game 2021 is Halo Infinite. Congratulations!
Hi, I'm Greg Stone, and I'm the lead producer for the campaign on Halo Infinite.
And I'm Damon Kahn, lead producer of multiplayer on Halo Infinite. And together, along with all of 343, we want to thank you for naming Halo Infinite Best Xbox Game.
Since our start together 20 years ago, Halo has been synonymous with Xbox, and we look to continue that tradition as we move towards our launch this holiday.
And we want to thank the fans. Some of you got a chance to play the tech preview recently. Just know that there's more on the way.
Lastly, a giant thanks to the team. Without your tireless dedication, we wouldn't be here.
Thank you.
O el hombre es esa fumosita de porro, yo no lo entiendo, ¿eh? Vale, está anunciando anuncios de Game Pass y todo eso. Minutos. Sí, con qué cosas más guapas de juego, ¿sabes? El Human King es la polla también, ¿eh? La For Blue. En el Game Pass es que lo tienen todo, tío. El Redfall, Dios, qué ganas. Coño. Tengo muchas ganas, las cosas como son. Atomic. A ver, se nota que esto está hecho que es de Alemania, ¿vale? Porque Europa es muy pecera. Estados Unidos y demás es todo consolas, pero Europa es muy pecera, ¿eh? Y esto, ¿qué me cuentas? Toma ahí. Anuncio entre medias. Creo que es un poco ilegal, pero bueno. Century, Age of Ashes. 18 de noviembre. Dios, este final de año viene cargado, no lo siguiente, ¿eh? Estos meses nos hemos estado aburriendo lo más grande y ahora a finales de año vamos a tener lo más grande. Esto es FIFA. Esto es FIFA, ¿verdad? El nuevo que van a sacar dentro de poco. UFL. UFL. Fire to Play. ¿Un nuevo de fútbol? ¿Cómo va la cosa? Oye, que si un nuevo juego de fútbol va a durar 2 telediarios, ¿eh? Sí, va a durar 2 telediarios, porque con FIFA no voy a poder competir mucho, ¿eh? Ya os lo digo yo. Es que no tiene, es que no sé. Oh, Star Wars del Skywalker Saga, este también tengo muchas ganas de jugarlo, ¿eh? No es coña, tengo muchas ganas de jugarlo también. El Star Wars. Te lo juro.
All right, that changes today, though, with a brand new look at the game. We're so excited to show this to you. Check it out.
Teóricamente iba a salir para este febrero, pero no, lo retrasaron.
Yes, Master. I was once a Jedi Knight. The same as your father.
How did my father die?
Ready are you?
Hostia, vale.
The rebellion is reborn today. The war is just beginning, and I will not be the last Jedi.
Dios mío, la banda sonora. Me van a bloquear el vídeo de una forma... Madre mía, es que me lo estoy oliendo ya. Ya me lo estoy oliendo. Joder, ¿cómo me van a bloquear la madre me paría? Pero bueno. Pero oye, parece el mejor juego de Lego que se ha hecho con diferencia alguna, ¿eh? ¿Y tengo ganas de jugármelo? Sí. Muchísimas cosas como son. Se ve muy guapo. Pero muy guapo. Qué ganas de jugarlo. Tengo muchas ganas, ¿eh? 2022. Bueno. Don't worry, señores.
I am ready. Ben, I can be a Jedi. Ben, tell him I'm ready.
For the past 2 years, Next Studios in Shanghai have been bringing to life their vision for a new style of shooter experience on PC, a game called Synced Off Planet. It's a new kind of companion shooter where teamwork and tactics are important, but so are the enemy nanos you can weaponize and have fight on your side. Tomorrow, I'll be hosting a special Gamescom showcase with lots of in-depth info on Synced Off Planet. But right now, here's the re-revealed trailer for Synced Off Planet.
The Morpheus chip. A revolutionary implant that bridged biological and digital. Soon they found a way to rearrange matter, but it went wrong. We were surrounded by nanos, and they turned on us. Billions of lives lost, the world we knew, over. But we found a way to sync with nanos. To control them.
Madre mía, sale la vacuna del COVID, ¿eh? Sí, sí. Esa es la segunda dosis que te la pone y acaba así. Sí, sí, mira, te la ponen y sale así de donde te la pongan. Del dios. Synced Off Planet. 26 de agosto está aquí, ¿eh?
Surprise for you guys, the Outlast
Outlast Trial.
In this horror survival game, you play a part of the Murkoff Corporation. You're a test subject in a controlled training facility in the middle of the Cold War era. Red Barrels up in my home country of Canada has been hard at work on this game where you can face the trials solo or with up to 3 others in multiplayer. And tonight, I am so honored to world premiere the brand new trailer for this game launching in 2022.
En plan, a ver si me entero bien. Un Outlast cooperativo, ¿verdad?
I want you to know that you are safe. I'm your friend. Why did you come here? You presented yourself as able-bodied and eager to make improvements. Wicked child. But your behavior.
A ver, el 1 estuvo bien, el 2 fue una mierdecilla. Pero este, por lo menos están haciendo algo diferente y mola más, ¿eh? Pero en cooperativo, joder, ¿eh? A ver cómo funciona. Es la parte que me da miedo eso, ¿eh? Que no parece un Outlast, parece otra cosa. En 2022.
Next up, something a little lighter. We're going to head into the creature collecting open world of Dokkaev from Pearl Abyss in South Korea. This unique, vibrant world looks absolutely beautiful. What you're about to see is actual gameplay footage from this action-adventure experience where you befriend these adorable beings that gain strength from people's dreams.
¿Y esto? O sea, escenarios realistas y personajes sacados de Animal Crossing, ¿sabes? Estas pelas no recuerdan a Monster Hunter. A mí sí, ¿eh? Que me va a meter en una reclamación buena de música, ¿eh? Va a flipar, ¿eh? Madre del señor. ¿Cómo va a ser eso? Y son de los creadores de los Black Desert y... Da igual el nombre que le pongan, ¿vale? Me van a reventar el vídeo. Estoy un poco tarde, pero bueno. Me van a reventar el vídeo, pero mira, si son de los creadores del Black Desert, como he visto ahí, va a haber grindeo lo más grande. Este da igual que se llame, se va a llamar grindeo el juego. Pero tío, o sea, los escenarios son hiperrealistas y luego ves los personajes y son muñecos. Pero sí, va como a 10 FPS. 10, poco más. Está guapo, el combate mola, es rarísimo de cojones, pero tío, esto a 10 FPS no me llama atención, ¿eh? Es extrañísimo. No sé, no hombre, pero no te pares, cojones. ¿Esto lo habrán hecho con un Real Engine 5? No sé, tengo mi espina, la verdad. Quiero saberlo. ¿Con qué lo han hecho? Es que todos los personajes son... yo qué sé, de niños pequeños. Claro, si es que hay musiquita que te va a joder, me va a joder el vídeo entero. Por eso lo he quitado. Lo siento, pero es que la música tiene que quitar. Desde luego es la polla, ¿eh? Es interesante. Es interesante. Solo que hay cosas que me chocan. ¿De K-pop qué? ¿Cuándo van a parar la musiquita? Madre que me parió, ¿eh? Dokkaev. Vale, ya sé.
That
Vale.
one looks so fun. Back at
Jurassic
Summer
World
Game Fest,
Evolution
Jeff Goldblum
2.
joined me to reveal Jurassic World Evolution 2. Now it's time to find out about the release date and get a first look at the gameplay of this simulation that lets you take charge of one of the greatest theme parks of all time.
Un alfa. Que aquí van a poner la típica de y me van a decir, toma, rugía, ¡pah! Guantazo, ya está. ¿Verdad? No se peleen, sean pacíficos. ¿Cómo se nota, Hostia, voy a hacerlo mucho más grande. Qué guapo, eso me ha gustado. Hola, hola. Pero oye, no te enfades, no te vayas. Hola, que se la ha comido. Pensé que te estaba guapo, es que me van a reclamar lo más grande, tío. Vale, o sea, lo siento, tío, pero es que me van a reclamar. Es que esto es la hostia, joder. Vale, gracias. Así se acaba ya. Vale, ya está, joder. 9 de noviembre.
Far Cry is a franchise known for its incredible villains. And with Far Cry 6, the team at Ubisoft has perhaps found Hollywood's greatest villain. From Breaking Bad to The Mandalorian, Emmy-nominated actor
Me van a meter de reclamar los vídeos lo más grande.
Anton is willing to sacrifice his own people to turn his country into a paradise for his son to inherit. As Danny Rojas, you will join the guerrillas who oppose him in their fight across the island nation of Yara. If you like a deep story with compelling characters, Far Cry 6 should be at the top of your list later this year. Let's take a closer look with the world premiere story trailer for Far Cry 6 coming this October.
¿Cómo Warpen el trailer si esto si hemos visto hasta en game? ¿Qué me estáis contando?
I'm afraid I only have a few minutes.
Let's get right to it. Yesterday, your network, Yaravision, was hijacked by rebels.
Oh, don't shoot!
Casi en ya hemos visto de historia de in-game. ¿Cómo haces tu World Premiere?
Is Viviro produced with slave labor?
Viviro saves millions of lives. Do you think that those lives care where it comes from?
You were imprisoned at the age of 13, same age as Diego. You spent a lot of time with your father.
Diego.
He is a great teacher.
A lion finds calm before the kill. Fire me!
I understand you were forced to endure 15 years of hard labor, pruning tobacco. I hear you still have the blade.
When Yara becomes paradise, my methods, no one will care.
Ubisoft original.
You are the only survivor? I watched Castillo order a whole boat of our people shot to death. Get as far away as you can from that psychopath. All of you. A revolution is not won by the fearless.
It's won by the feared.
Welcome to Libertad, Danny.
I have a vision. To rebuild paradise. A cure. Viviro. The most effective treatment for cancer the world has ever seen. Grown within our precious tobacco. But our paradise comes at a cost. This our enemies will never understand.
Out. Now.
Your safety zone. You want me to kill Anton Castillo? Kill a dictator who has raped our land and turned our people into slaves? Thinking about it. What about you?
You're gonna be a fucking guerrilla legend!
Pinta muy guapo, Pero la explosión se ve fatal.
But I promise you one thing. I will be soon.
Yo lo voy a jugar, lo que pasa súper bien. Pero se notan los años falta de ellos.
You are a lion, and we eat the fucking lambs.
7 de octubre.
I cannot wait to play that game and see Giancarlo in it. All right, now it's time to catch up on Blood Hunt. We showed you this free-to-play battle royale game from Shark Mob back at Summer Game Fest, and it just keeps looking better. Depending on which clan allegiance you go for when creating your own vampire, your playstyle can dramatically change, allowing for a broad range of ways to survive the night. So tonight, we're going to get introduced to one of these clans and their traits.
What is beauty? A scenic skyline. A striking garment, perfectly fit. A chance encounter. An aching kiss. A rallying cry in the heat.
¿Qué coño? ¿Esto es un Battle Royale?
An encouraging voice in a time of need.
A ver, para ser un Battle Royale no se me mal. Pero más.
Stunning radiance that overwhelms the senses. Deadly poise that knows no equal. A humbled foe begging for mercy. Some die for beauty. We kill for it. We are artists. We are Toreador.
De septiembre, Early
After a
Access.
successful alpha period of testing and improving the game, developers at Shark Mob are now ready for the next step. Early access on Steam begins September 7th. Catch all the details and sign up now at bloodhunt.com. All right, up next, we all love a good amusement park, and we've missed them this past year. Well, now it's time to give you the world premiere announcement of Park Beyond, a brand new take on theme park management simulations from Bandai Namco and Limbic Entertainment, coming in 2022 to PC and next-gen consoles.
So, be honest, it's another classic, eh?
It's a little old-fashioned, don't you think?
Oh, nonsense! Everything's brand new! They haven't made most of these rides since the 80s, for, some reason.
Esto de no haber mucho. Explotaron, hicieron un boom impresionante.
But it's okay. I think we just need a little help.
Y está muy guapo, Está muy guapo, a mí me gusta mucho.
Oh, the engineering is going to cost an arm and a leg. You remind me of the Visioneer I used to be. This roller coaster, I can feel the magic of it already.
Vertical drops with enough G's to make you giddy? Thrilling bursts of speed? Is this even possible?
Does it matter?
Impossification!
¿Qué fue eso? En plan, gestión de parque a lo grande, ¿no?
Our success depends on your creativity, my friend.
O sea, lo más loco posible, ¿no? En game no enseñado nada.
First announced last year at the PlayStation Future of Gaming event, Jet: The Far Shore comes from Super Brothers and Pine Scented, an interstellar space adventure where you explore a mysterious planet in the hopes of carving out a future for a civilization on the brink of extinction. It's a little close to home. Today, we've got an exclusive new look and a release date. Jet is coming to PS5, PS4, and Epic Games Store on October 5th.
¿Este sale ya? ¿Desde cuándo? Tiene que salir ya, seguro.
Ed Loma, mosten ben. Traujeniksi, focazzi prosep.
Se nota que hay algo de Other Wilds, seguro, ¿eh? Esta gente ha jugado Other Wilds, le ha gustado y han dicho, vamos a ponerle cosas. Yo lo probaré, segurísimo. Como siempre, me gusta probarlo todo, la verdad. Todos los juegos que salgan me gusta probarlos. Si me enganchan me los paso enteros, si no, pues no. Pero le doy una oportunidad.
Right now, it's time for an important development update from Guerrilla about their highly anticipated PlayStation game, Horizon Forbidden West.
Hi everyone, hope you're enjoying the show so far. My name is Matthijs de Jonge, Game Director on Horizon Forbidden West. I'm here today to share some exciting news on our upcoming sequel. It's been a few months since we at Guerrilla were able to share our first gameplay experience as part of PlayStation State of Play, giving you a glimpse of where Aloy's journey will take her next, and showcasing exciting new elements like swimming, free climbing, expanded melee combat, and more. At that time, Horizon Forbidden West had just passed a major milestone, and we had entered the final stage of development. On track, but a bit uncertain if we would be able to polish the game to the level of quality that we strive for. It's no surprise that our teams were hugely impacted by the global pandemic. We've been adjusting to new workflows and other challenges while keeping our teams safe and prioritizing a healthy work-life balance. But today we can finally confirm that our long-awaited sequel will come to both PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 on the 18th of February 2022.
El 18 de febrero de 2022.
And look for pre-orders to start next week on the 2nd of September. We're so grateful to you, our
Madre mía,
amazing
en enero
fans,
del
for
remake
your unwavering support.
y el
We know
febrero
how much
este,
you're looking
madre de
forward to
Dios.
reuniting with Aloy and her friends, continuing her story and exploring a new and dangerous world. Your passion, fan art, cosplay, virtual photography and videos have meant the world to all of us. Before we go, there's one more thing to share with you, and it's something our community has been asking about for a while now. The patch for 60 FPS support for Horizon Zero Dawn on PlayStation 5 is live right now, and you can find more information on our social channels. From all of us at Guerrilla and PlayStation, thank you for all your support and enjoy the rest of the show.
Amazon's New World is set to take us to the mystical land of Eternum on September 28th after a successful summer
World.
playtest. Now we've got a brand new look
La
at
gente
this
está esperando mucho. A mí
MMORPG
los
that
MMO,
heads towards its
ni
open
fu ni
beta
fa.
on September 9th. And if
quiero
you're watching
probar,
on Twitch, make sure to connect your account to get the Twitch drop of the Verdant Trapper apparel skin by watching 15 minutes of this very show. And after the world premiere, check out my interview with game director Scott Lane. Take a look.
The stories you've heard. They don't tell the whole truth.
A mí lo que me pasa a los MMO es que me canso muy rápido, sinceramente.
The island is indeed a place of legend. There is power and vast riches as well.
No sé, yo que estaba de un lado totalmente castigado, Eso me ha dejado loco.
Sought to claim them have simply vanished without a trace. Your ship is stocked and your crew assembled. Chart your course and your fate. We can pretend no longer. This corruption must be stopped. I will say a prayer for the souls of your crew.
Del 9 al 12, beta abierta. Lo probaré, lo voy a probar. El launch el 28 de septiembre. Lo probaré. A ver qué tal, si es que me suelo cansar muy
That
rápido.
was the Gamescom trailer for New
¿Qué haces
World,
tú aquí?
and joining me now is
Retrasado.
the game director from New World, Scott Lane. Scott, how you doing?
I'm great, Jeff. How are you?
I'm great. You guys had a very successful closed beta test this summer, right? Tell us about it.
Yeah, we were thrilled and humbled by how that went. You know, over 1 million people showed up to play.
Que hacen 4-3 desgraciado. Tío, que trabajas para Amazon, cabrón. Dile que te manden una Logitech o lo que sea. Por favor, Joder, Scott, de verdad, qué bajo,
Now, the game is coming out September 28th, but before then, there will be a public beta for fans?
Yeah, we're opening it up to the public from September 9th.
Pero es que están 4-3 y encima no están en mitad.
So if you're not
Su polla.
familiar with New World, come check it out. And if you want more information on how to participate, you can go to www.newworld.com.
Before we go, I want to ask you about post-launch content. What do you have planned for players after September 28th?
Well, we are completely committed to making Eternum a living, breathing world that players will come back to again and again for years to come. So for us, launch is really the beginning. It's day one. We're going to continue to add features well beyond launch, and we're going to continue engaging with the players to help drive our goals and where we take the game. I can't get specific on what we're talking about, but I can give you some hints. Players have already been asking for more supernatural elements and more weapons, so we got a pretty cool way to combine those into a deliverable that they'll see shortly after launch. And then players have been asking for more group content and expeditions, so we're working toward that as well. And then, you know, with the holidays right around the corner, I'm pretty excited to see what that might look like on Eternum.
All right, thanks so much for joining us, Scott.
Thanks, Jeff.
Earlier, we had some big Marvel games.
Marvel Future Revelation.
Also
¿No sé
marks
qué, un
the
DLC?
release of another Marvel game. Marvel is known for memorable characters and amazing storytelling. This next game is something that is sure to excite fans around the world. Today marks the release of Marvel's first open-world action RPG on mobile, an ambitious new game that allows players to customize their favorite superhero and experience a brand new action-packed story. Let's take a look at this exclusive launch
Este va a ser de móvil encima.
Marvel Future Revolution, available to download today for free from the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
It was an honor saving the world with you all.
A Blizzard le salió bien.
Take care of it, my friends.
Earths from different dimensions have merged into
Esto va para móviles,
Whoa! Who are
neighborhood. Want to help me protect it?
Es un Spider-Boy.
No world is ending on my watch.
Estáis viendo esa interfaz, tío. Qué coñazo, quita, quita.
On your knees.
I have come for your help, my sister.
Bring it on.
Let's turn up the heat.
Esto seguro que hay un gacha. Madre de Dios, para sacarte las skins o los personajes, ¿eh? Es que lo estoy viendo ahora mismo.
Tales of Arise marks the 25th anniversary of the series, and the franchise enters a new era on September 10th. Here to celebrate Tales is Lindsay Sterling, performing a rearrangement of a classic Tales of Arise song.
Esto se puede mutear, ¿no? Ahora que ahora suena el Tale of Aries, es impresionante. Tenemos la demo, la jugamos y era impresionante. Y toca perfecto la mujerita, ¿eh? Toca de putísima madre. Sí, que esta mujer es famosa porque lo suyo de tocar, bailar y cosplay, ¿eh? Súper famosa esta tía. Pero es que como no es difícil tocar el violín, pues muévete también, baila. Tan, 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 taratatan, tatatán. Esta mujer tiene un montón de vídeos en YouTube, ¿eh? Esta mujer sabe tocarlo. Ese violín tiene que costar lo más grande.
Thank you, Lindsay. That was so beautiful. The Tales of Arise demo is out right now. While Tales of Arise brings the Tales of franchise to a new era on console, this isn't the only place where the franchise grows and evolves to. That's right, it's time for a new game announcement. Here's the new Tales of title for iOS and Android.
Esto va a ser, seguramente sea un gacha. Va a meter un gacha, ¿verdad? Van a hacer un Genshin Impact, pero de Tales. Segurísimo. Le van a decir, toma, waifu nueva y tú. ¡Oh, sí, lo quiero! Venga, 1000 pavos, ya está. Luminary. Tales of... cartera fuera. Porque joder, ¿cómo te van a clavar por todo lo que quieras comprar, eh?
Check out the Tales of Arise demo that is available right now.
Yo lo probé y me gusta muchísimo, ¿eh? Tiene muy buena pinta. No tenía ni puta idea de qué pasaba en los combates, pero me molaba un huevo.
Play the demo now.
Next up, we have 2 more awards for you. Best Nintendo Switch Game and Best PC Game. The Nintendo Switch has become a daily companion for many people, so let's see which games might bring us joy on long train rides next year. These are the nominees. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks
coño ha
of
votado
Hope
esto?
by Ubisoft. Just Dance
¿Alguien me lo explica?
2022 also by Ubisoft. And the winner for Best Nintendo Switch Game 2021 is
Verá,
Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
¿me
Congratulations.
estás diciendo en serio de verdad?
I'm Davide
¿Cómo?
Sogliani, Creative Director on Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. On behalf of the entire team in Ubisoft, I wish to thank you for voting for us. We are deeply honored by your support and so excited to show you more about the
Me estoy
game
perdiendo.
when the time will come. Winning the prize of Best Nintendo Switch Game at Gamescom 2021 means a lot to everyone working on the project.
Me está dejando loco esto, ¿eh?
Cannot wait for you to
Mejor
experience
juego de
this
Switch de
project.
2021.
Thanks a lot, Gamescom.
Son los dos que no han
and see you
salido
soon.
y el juego que no salió
And on
todavía.
PC, every game
¿Alguien me
from
explica
the
esto?
biggest AAA
O yo vivo en
productions
un
to the
mundo que no me
tiniest
entero.
one-man shows is just one viral tweet away from becoming the next big hit. Nominated for Best PC Game 2021 are the up-and-coming strategy hit Age of Empires 4 by Relic Entertainment, From Software's
Oh,
Elden Ring,
Elden Ring.
Siberia: The World Before from Microids and Koa Labs. And the winner of the
Elden
Gamescom
Ring.
Award for Best PC Game 2021 is Siberia: The World Before. Congratulations to Koa Labs
Oh,
and
escúchame,
Microids.
eso es mentira, ¿eh? Eso es mentira, pero mentira. Eso han robado una mejilla, ¿eh? O quien han preguntado no tiene ni puta idea, pero esto es mentira, ¿eh? Olvidaros de eso. Yo creo que robar es ilegal, ¿eh? Joder, pero hermano, armada, la madre que me parió.
And of course, I want to have a thought for Benoit Socal and his family. Benoit was the creator of the Siberia series, and we miss him. We miss him a lot. Well, I think that's it. Thank you again, and I think there's someone else going to say something now. Bye bye.
Hi everyone.
Qué vergüenza.
Inon Zur here.
Han robado a punta pala.
To be the composer for Siberia: The World Before. I wanted to congratulate the visionaries, developers, and whoever
Pero es que hay
contributed
juegos que no han
to this
salido, tío.
amazing game on their great achievement. And I cannot wait
En
to
PC
share with
la gente espera el Age of Empires, ¿eh? El más esperado,
Hi,
porque
this is
el...
Tiny the Past.
coño.
I'm the founder and director of I Need Diverse Games, a not-for-profit based in Chicago, Illinois. Welcome to the rest of opening night of Gamescom Live.
It's absolutely crucial to make sure that the pathway into games is as accessible and supported and inclusive for members of underrepresented groups as it is for anyone else.
The idea of seeing someone, whether they are someone who looks like you, someone who acts like you, someone who enjoys the same things
Es
that
que
you
la
do,
peña tiene nombres
that
guapísimos, tío.
experience can sometimes be life-changing.
Se llama DJ Nine, ese tío se la polla.
A game for those who seek to find
Toca a Jumanji.
a way to leave their world behind.
Ah, ¿qué te he dicho? Jumanji. Hostia, ¿nuevo juego o qué? ¿Qué coño?
Team up and
¿Qué es esto?
for Jumanji. The curse returns. Coming soon.
¿Cómo? ¿Cómo?
Could he possibly have hired
Hostia,
someone else to
bueno,
kill
ya estamos
him
todos aquí,
instead?
¿eh?
And where are they now?
You think these lunatics are still hanging around Eugene-cho?
Now, no playing dumb and none of your tricks. Don't underestimate me, Yagami-san.
Me van a reclamar el vídeo otra vez. Vamos. Porque voy a mutear porque no. No es normal eso, ¿eh? Los Janme, te has lío. Joder.
To see even more of Lost Judgment, watch IGN's Gamescom show where they will have a full 7-minute trailer debut of the game on their ONL post show. Now it's time for some news from globally celebrated electronic artist deadmau5. He's seen all these virtual concerts and said he wanted to do one better to create his own persistent spot in the metaverse, a living world that will evolve with his fans. It's called Oberhasli, and it's coming to Core, a platform for user-created multiplayer games and worlds this fall. Here's your first look.
¡Corre! La polla, corre.
What is up, Gamescom? This is your good friend Joel, professionally known as deadmau5. Yes, that is the correct way to pronounce it. Tell your friends. We're here to talk to you all about Oberhasli and Core and bringing game development to the masses. Oberhasli is going to be just a really great place for deadmau5 fans to come and hang out with their friends and cross-communicate and just have a good time with various activities. We're going to offer interactive concert experiences. We've seen virtual concerts. We've been there. We've done that. There was no shelf life to it. So the future plans for Oberhasli are switching it up and keeping it cohesive with real world events. You know, what's happening with deadmau5 and the tour, the music and the releases have some longevity to it, be upgraded. It would be the gateway to the brain of Joel in the world of Core. The thing about Core, of course, is people who are passionate about world building are building this huge gamut of playable stuff, whether it's a racing game or a FPS, a battle royale. The variety was amazing. My first day in Core, I found this game called Mergelandia, and I did a 12-hour non-stop grind on it. It was just so addicting. If you like counting spaghetti, this game is like for you. I'm seeing a lot of variety on there, so if you're an avid gamer like myself, launch Core and just browse. I wouldn't be surprised if you got hooked on something within the first hour. It's great.
Thanks, Joel. And now here's the next big thing coming to Fall Guys. With
Fall
Season
Guys, ¿en
5
serio, tío?
in full swing, Disney and Fall Guys are teaming up again to bring the perfect guest to your jungle-themed shenanigans.
Fall Guys es que ha metido algo nuevo. Que creo que está la gente volviendo a jugar. Yo lo probé cuando salió y ya está, no he vuelto a jugar más. Sí, parece ser que han metido todo esto nuevo, ¿no? Joder. Coño, pues sí que han metido cosas nuevas, ¿no? Esto a mí no me suena, ¿eh? Ah, pues ya está. Pues ya está.
Now, one game that got a lot of attention in June was replaced from Sad Cat Studios. The team is hard at work on the game, but did want to give a quick little tease of their progress and news on that incredible song in the trailer from the Xbox Game Showcase.
Ah, ese decía que tenía muy buena pinta, ¿eh? El Replace. Se llama Replace. Dice que tiene una pinta impresionante. Que el pixel art es la polla este. Verónica Luis Day, los 80.
I'm listening to that tonight. All right, it wouldn't
Tampoco
be
salió
Gamescom
nada.
without a
Vaya.
hotly anticipated strategy game And this year, Age of Empires 4 is in full force with an exclusive gameplay reveal for
Tienes
you.
que enseñar el
New
del ring, pero de
campaign and a
cabeza.
new
Me va a dejar
civilization
para lo último,
showcase
claro.
leading into its release on October 28th. Check it out.
The pages of history are filled with moments that determine an empire's fate. Every decision can be the difference
La del
between
Age of
rising
la
to
interfaz de
power
Age of Empires
and lost to history.
es impresionante, ¿eh?
How will you grow a small fort into a mighty empire?
Ya tengo muchas ganas de jugarlo, ¿eh?
Every empire, no matter how large, came from humble beginnings. Some invested in advancing technology to create the most powerful armies. How will you use your resources to rise above the rest?
Age of Empires. Tengo ganas de jugarlo. La de ahora jugando yo. El Age of Empires 2, impresionante.
Earlier this year, Valheim, a brutal
Anda, el
exploration
Valheim.
survival game for 1 to 10 players, took over Steam, and it sold over 7 million copies in just under 2 months and reached a peak concurrent of over 500,000 players, the fifth game to do so.
Este juego no sé ni cómo sigue existiendo.
Tonight, Iron
Creía
Gate
que ya se había
Coffee
muerto.
State are excited
El
to announce
Valheim este.
Valheim's first content update, Hearth and Home, has a release date. This update focuses on base building and survival experience. Builders and cooks are going to have a field day. Here is the beautiful
Aquí creo que
animated
mejoraban
trailer.
comida o algo. No me acuerdo. Yo quiero gameplay, por favor. No animated, coño. Madre mía. Oye, esto parece que está hecho por la gente de que hizo el vídeo de Hades, ¿eh? Porque lo hicieron tan bien que he visto esto y digo, hostia. A lo mejor es la misma gente que hizo el vídeo del Hades, ¿eh? El 16 de septiembre. Yo creía que estaba fuera ya el juego este.
And I've got one more award to announce tonight. PlayStation is also expecting to get a whole bunch of awesome titles in the near
Verás.
future, so picking the best one turns out to be a real challenge. These are the 3 nominees for Best Sony PlayStation Game for 2021. Once again, the promising Elden Ring by From Software. The 17th installment in the Tales series, Tales of Arise from Namco Bandai. The horror game The Dark Pictures House of Ashes
Como
by
no gane.
Supermassive Games.
El
And
de
the
Ring
winner
es un
for
problema,
Best Sony PlayStation Game 2021 after all these nominations is Elden Ring.
Qué raro,
Congratulations.
joder. Es que si no llega a ser, ya tiene un problema, ¿eh?
この度はこのような素晴らしい賞をいただき、誠にありがとうございます。開発チーム一同大変光栄に思います。エルデンリングはここ十数年の我々の集大成として、これまで
Yo quiero ver a Miyazaki. A este no. Venga, échalo. Miyazaki, siéntate ahí. Tenemos que hablar, ¿eh? Tenemos que hablar, Miyazaki.
これまで我々のタイトルを楽しんでくださった方はもちろん、そうでない方もぜひご期待いただければ幸いです。この度はどうもありがとうございました。
Yo quiero verlo. No. No, esto no es. Creía que era algo nuevo, tío. Joder, qué asqueroso soy. Yo creía que ibas a poner algo nuevo del The Ring. Qué gilipollas. O sea, estáis hablando y digo, tío, un trailer o algo del The Ring, por favor. Pues nada. Joder, tío. Tío, yo quería ver el The Ring. Joder.
Hello,
¿Qué
GAMESCOME.
pasa este? ¿Dónde va?
Welcome to
El
Opening Night
flipado
Live.
este.
I'm Joaquin Rodin from Sabaton, and today we'd like to show you our new song and video, Steel Commanders. We did together with Wargaming and World of Tanks. And we cannot wait to play this song live. And hopefully we'll be able to play live again soon. So, until then, let's battle!
Me tienes que mutearlo, ¿verdad? Sí. Vamos a darle... Nada. Vosotros imaginaros que es una... No sé, lo que sea. Es que me va a reventar, macho. Que sí, que la canción puede estar guapísima. Una música de puto circo, lo que sea, pero joder. Coño, eso, ¿qué es este instrumento que parece un puto arco? Te lo juro, ¿pero esto qué es? Tengo que ver un Mustang también encima. Ya está, ¿no? Ya se ha grabado, vale. Joder, ya está. Genshin. El 1 de septiembre es cuando entra Aloy, vale.
And now it's time for its first crossover character, Aloy from Horizon, who is set to join
Se
the
va a ver
game
in
in
game cómo
2.1
está, porque
update
tiene
on
que estar teniendo ya hecho.
September 1st and on all
Quedan 5 días,
platforms
bueno,
version
6.
2.2. Here's a first look at her in action.
Aloy here. If I have to share
Está
something, it'll
guapa,
be
¿eh?
my
Lo han
bow.
hecho muy bien.
In the service of people who need the help.
¿Y qué va a ser? ¿El Piro o...? No sé, pregunto, vaya, no sé, coño, qué sinergia va a tener. ¡Oh! Me gusta.
You're stuck now. The hunt is on.
Me la voy a gozar lo más grande, ¿eh?
And that's not all, Genshin Impact fans. We also have some breaking news to share with you about a special event planned this fall. The Genshin Concert 2021, Melodies of an Endless Journey, to celebrate the game's 1-year anniversary. Coming this October, here's a sneak preview of the Flanders Symphony Orchestra in Belgium performing a theme familiar to Genshin Impact players.
Van a hacer un concierto, ¿eh? No se nota que tiene una pasta impresionante. Lo gacha, ¿eh? La madre que me parió.
Slow Clap revealed Sifu earlier this year, and recently I had a chance to go hands-on and play the game. Trust me, guys, it plays just as good as it looks. It reminds me of the fluidity of combat in the Batman Arkham
El
games,
Sifu.
the precision of a fighting game. This really does feel like a classic kung fu film with realistic raw combat. You play a young kung fu student that has spent their life training for that day of reckoning after an assassination squad brutally murdered your entire family. Well, today I'm excited to share the news that Sifu has a release date. Here's a sneak preview.
Mira, me han puesto aquí la saque. Quedan 9 minutos, ¿vale? Para que termine. Y seguro que van a acabar con el DLC del Death Stranding. La edición del director ese. Mañana son parte de los indies. Que aquí hemos visto indies, la verdad. Pero mañana es cuando es todo indies. Este si el combate mola, puede estar muy guapo, ¿eh? Sifu. Lo probaremos. El 22 de febrero.
We still have more to show you, but right now we're going to head back to Germany to check in
En
with
febrero se
Natasha.
están luciendo, ¿eh?
Take it away.
Thank you, Jeff.
Verás.
Once, there was a time when gaming was a niche and gamers were only a tiny group of people without a lot of influence. But now, we are millions. We are one of the biggest communities in the world, and thus, we can help change the world. One way to do this is with the Gamescom reforestation program, where we can plant a whole forest.
Esto es un poco
From the creators
gamer
of
levantaros
Gran
en pie.
Turismo, Leaf of Legends, and Pinecraft. Released in 2020, Expansion Pack 2021, launch soon. Gamescom Forest. Not a game, but a game-changing project. Thousands of trees were donated by the best community in the world because we need oxygen even more than a good Wi-Fi signal. Save a bee, plant a tree. Let's grow. The Gamescom Forest.
Impresionante.
And that's it for me tonight. I hope you had a blast and are excited for all the new games
Van a acabar
coming
con
in
el
the next
Stranding,
month.
ya os lo digo, que
Don't
van a acabar
forget
con
to
el
check out
Stranding.
Gamescom now and our German live streams on Twitch and YouTube for even more games and talks and fun. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Back to you, Jeff.
Thank you so much, Natasha. Now, back in June, we were joined by
¿Ves?
Hideo
Te lo he
Kojima
dicho.
to announce Death
Death
Stranding
Stranding
Director's
Director's
Cut for
Cut.
PlayStation
Se va a
5.
con esto y se acaba,
Tonight,
quedan 5 minutos.
Mr. Kojima has prepared an in-depth video to give you a look at the gameplay and many of the new features, missions, and more that you'll
Nada
encounter
de
when
Elden
the
Ring,
game
que no me quedo con
arrives
las
on
putas ganas,
PlayStation
creía que iba a
5
salir
on
algo.
September 24th.
Nada de
So please,
Silson.
sit
Hijo de
back,
puta.
relax, and enjoy an extended look prepared just for opening night live at Death Stranding Director's Cut.
Te cobrarán estos 70 pavos. Que no me lo voy a jugar, las cosas como son. Ya está. Ah, vale. Bueno.
There are now new items that allow for easier and safe delivery.
Madre mía.
One of the new items is the Evolved Stabilizers, which
Como
features
no sea
thrusters
súper
that help
complicado de
reduce the
conseguir,
impact of
eso le
landing
quita toda la
and
gracia al
jumping from
juego.
higher areas.
Ya va a estar roto, ¿no? Lo siguiente.
The Cargo Catapult is a cannon-like device that can launch your cargo over long distances. Enabling you to develop even more creative ways to deliver your cargo safely and more efficiently.
You should have more faith in yourself.
Hostia,
Your
que te
trusted
sigue.
partner, the BuddyBot, has increased capabilities also. If you want to move around comfortably while carrying more cargo, you can rely on BuddyBot to assist you. Load up what you want to deliver and leave the cargo carrying to your buddy. You can relax and think about what you need for the next delivery.
Mira, lo están haciendo más fácil, ¿no? Me han añadido muchas cosas. No es simplemente una mierda y ya está, ¿eh? He metido cosas tochas.
The firing range has been set up in the basement of the facilities. Practicing how to handle your weapons could level up your delivery skill
Joder, pues sí
set.
que hay armas, ¿no?
You can also train and
Encima cada una con su
compete for the highest
dificultad, ¿eh? Tócate las pelotas. Eso no estará roto, ¿no? Entre el puto estabilizador y demás, la virgen.
As you progress through the game, you'll also be able to unlock new missions and weapons. The Maser Gun is one of the new weapons that will be introduced. It has a few different functions. It can inflict sustained stun damage to enemies. Boss battles can now be revisited and fought as many times as you like via your private room.
Hostia, qué guapo tú.
Your scores will be shared in the all-new online ranking system, allowing you to compete with players from around the globe. 8 new tracks have been added in the music player. You can listen to the tracks in the private room. It will help you and Sam relax after a long day of travel.
Esto que son zona cero o cosas así, ¿no?
New action-packed delivery missions have been added. What truth will Sam unfold in the mysterious facility?
Todo Metal Gear me han dicho, ¿eh? Joder. Como que llegue Konami aquí, verás tú. Nueva diversión, ¿cómo que nueva diversión?
Jump ramps, enabling you to jump over valleys and crevices with ease.
¿Cómo que esto qué es? Pero esto tiene sentido con lo que va, pregunto.
There is a new racetrack. You can time attack with other SAM players from all around the world who are connected online in the rankings.
Porque este encima tiene carrera y todo. Impresionante. Entonces han dicho, vamos a coger un popurrí, vamos a meterlo todo y ya está. No han dicho más nada. Oye, ¿qué podemos poner aquí? Una pecera. Hostia, yo jugué a Subnautica el otro día, pues vamos a ponerlo. Ya está. Madre. Una ballena, ¿eh? Kojima. No voy a jugarlo, lo siento. PlayStation.
Amazing. Well, that
Pues
is
ya
going
estaría,
to do
¿no?
it for opening night live, but there is much more Gamescom to go and more reveals tomorrow
Pues sí,
and
ya se ha
Friday.
acabado.
Gamescom is not over just yet. And I will see you again this December when the Game Awards returns live around the world for our biggest celebration yet of the world's biggest and most powerful form of entertainment. But before then, in October, I'm happy to announce
Pues ya se ha
no, I'm not
acabado,
gonna be
señores.
in Monkey
Mañana tenemos
Ball,
los
but
indies.
I will have a cameo in Disney Plus's upcoming Halloween
Mañana tenemos
special,
los indies.
Muppets Haunted Mansion. I can't believe this is happening. That's a sneak preview of
Y
I got to film this earlier this
poco
year.
más, ¿eh?
Can't believe it. Video games are taking me everywhere. All right, well,
Si este
thank you
tiene al
so much
protagonista,
for
se
watching.
muere.
Have a great Gamescom, and we'll see you again soon. See ya.
Pues ya está. Señores, pues nos vemos mañana, ¿no? Y ya tenemos aquí... A ver, mañana era... los indies a las 8 de la noche y el Future Gaming Show a las 10. Así que de 8 a 10 y de 10 a 12 seguramente el otro. Así que, señores, nos vemos mañana.